Yeah.
Introduction. So are we recording second time? I don't see any.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just started it. Have I not?
Oh, oh yeah, it is recording. Correct. Okay. Introduction. Learn to heal yourself and release negative beliefs that keep you imprisoned. Let go of destructive emotions such as resentment, fear, depression, anger, failure, jealousy, and hopelessness. Connect to the wisdom of your body. Learn to use your intuition. Open your heart and experience joy, compassion, clarity, relaxation, and love. Discover your body's innate intelligence and use it to create amazing transformations. How do I know that all this is possible? I myself have experienced an incredible healing transformation and have worked with thousands of others who have changed their lives from suppression, illness, and dissatisfaction to openness, health, and the joy of intimately and profoundly knowing themselves. When you let go of the shell that covers your true nature, you discover the radiance of your authentic self, higher self. You don't have to believe me. This is not about listening to others, but about discovering your own answers. As I tell people on the first day of my visionary intuitive healing course, I believe every person who participates receives numerous gifts, many insights, expanded awareness, and opportunities for growth, transformation, and healing. What I teach gives people the key. How you use it is entirely your choice. Only you have the power to change your life. Sorry, your life. What is I'm sorry. Sorry. What I teach gives people the key. How you use it is entirely your choice. Only you have the power to change your life. Your body is the feedback system. This book gives you the opportunity to understand the messages your body sends you and offers a range of practical exercises to create harmony and healing. All the exercises are simple, easy, and fast. You don't need previous experience. If you can breathe, relax, read, think, and move your body, you can heal. What a simple, such
Well,
as.
very, very right. And Kirti was just messaging that this is what came up in your review that you did today morning.
Mm, correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what is happening? Just look at how nature is surrounding us with similar essence from
Correct.
way different directions, right? Unified as the core,
Yes.
the surrounding. We have gone through the soul speaks. We have gone through
Just
awakening. We have gone through a bit of RJ Spina here and there, right? People have experienced healing.
yes.
Kirti, this is what you should share in today's, I think, in tomorrow's session, I think.
Tomorrow, my Hindi session is there, sir. I mean, English session in Hindi group. So for that, today I was reading the sixth chapter and the insights were flowing so beautifully. The words it's used here, like you have to break your shell, exact words came through in the afternoon.
Right. No, you see, that's what I'm saying. And then
Yeah,
I
And
this
was
this
reading,
time unified energies are really amazing and very high.
very, very amazing. There is another book that I have picked up, which landed in my WhatsApp from a friend of mine,
Mm.
which is stunning. Where is that book? Ah, okay.
metaphysical anatomy.
Oh, metaphysical. Wow.
Hmm. I'm telling you, the world is taking us somewhere. And some of these books, the other one is The Invisible. Where is that?
We'll do this book, sir, sometime.
We
Metaphysical.
will do that, but then this is more important. This I've converted to audiobook and I think I have posted it.
Which one?
Invisible Anatomy.
Yeah, The Invisible Anatomy.
Okay.
The power of the vagus nerve and how it regulates the entire body's performance. I have posted this as an audio book, I think. Just check and let me know if it is not. This is every single area. What the way he has written is, let us say, eyes. What is the problem with the eyes? If there is problem with the eyes, what could be the potential cause, right? And then he goes to talk about what are all the sensors that play a role. He goes to talk about the interconnecting media, and then with each one, he shares one example. Right? The intuitive feeling center, the muscle with the brain. And this way, he takes you through each system, the stomach, right? And then he will give you one example. Where is that example gone? Somewhere. How body is fed negative or positive energy, how through the neurons. And then this is all part of the introduction. And then he takes you through each area of a problem. He takes you and he talks about one example in real life, how people have taken to this path, and which is what is my objective of wanting all of us to understand how we could heal ourselves,
Without conscious effort, we feed our body poison.
Exactly. One sec. Why am I struggling so much? Right? He has given this explanation, and then he goes into energy works for you or against you, the neurons, and each center. What are the three energies that destroy hope, happiness, and health? This should be the book that the people can listen to what I have sent. I think I have posted that book, if I'm not mistaken. It will be a link. It won't look like a book. One sec.
That Invisible Anatomy, right, sir?
Yeah, Invisible Anatomy. Have I posted
You
it?
have shared that already with us.
I have already shared. No, not only the book, I'm talking about the audio book. Yeah, I have created it and shared. Yes. The Invisible Anatomy. This is really amazing. I was shocked at the examples that he has given. Program your neurons, know the vagus nerve, listen to your heart, your young inventors, right? Illusion, energy. Yeah, these are the ones where he has shared a number of case studies. They're wonderful. We will do all these books, Kirti, I promise.
Thank you, sir. And during this one, you shared that video, right, sir? One couple of months back, I think, where he's talking about energy and
Shaking the person and all that, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that person,
Satya.com.
I don't know who, I don't remember.
That's Sardarji.
Yeah. So there he says, right, sir, when you have your breath should go from your head to all the way to toe.
Correct.
So while doing the meditation, initial weeks of Unified in the Hindi session, I guided that somehow it was coming to me like to do that way. So I was making a breathe same time. I'm guiding meditation to my one of the family members who's going through cancer.
Yeah, you
I
told.
did same for them.
Yeah.
And the same thing now when I go back and see the messages in the that the Hindi Unified Group in the YouTube, someone said when I use the same kind of breathing exercise, they said their lungs and the congestion form has reduced tremendously doing that.
Mhm.
And the same thing that one of the family members has a lung cancer, and I was going for that only to guide her to self heal herself. I was making her do that breath exercise, and that message was a confirmation for me. So
No,
this
that's
is
what
the
I'm telling. See, I don't know how all these things have come together, and we are the beneficiaries.
amazing. Wow, beautifully guided.
Right? And all of them are, it looks like they are the feathers of the same cap. Unified being the cap, and all these being the feathers of that cap. Yeah. Ma'am, let's continue this. This is amazing, actually.
Your body is a feedback system. This book gives you the opportunity to understand the messages your body sends you and offers a range of practical exercises to create harmony and healing. All the exercises are simple, easy, and fast. You don't need any previous experience. If you can breathe, relax, read, think, and move your body, you can heal. I have worked with many people using these simple exercises to successfully heal a multitude of conditions: headaches, back pain, anxiety, heart problems, weight issues, digestive disorders, and asthma, to name just a few. In your hands, you hold the tools that will clear destructive patterns, beliefs, and emotional baggage at a cellular level in order for you to discover the incredible being you really are. Full of, let's go down,
Full of,
full of shining potential, genius, empowerment, and divinity. All you have to do is be willing to use the information you have at your fingertips to heal yourself and change your life. One of my students shared with me that she had never believed that she was capable of freeing herself from the despair and depression she felt until she discovered that underneath her issues there was a deep, profound transformational love. Through this healing, she changed her life and her relationship with her husband, children, and family. She learned that she is lovable and she no longer suffers from anxiety, panic attacks, depression, or heart palpitations. Another client realized that her addiction to smoking was a way to feel closer to her father. When she recognized this, her addictions lost all its power. She stopped smoking that day. Throughout history, many great masters, healers, and visionaries have said, know thyself. Because when you have awareness, you have choice. When you have choice, you have freedom and access to well being. Know thyself and heal thyself are great concepts. The problem is, let's go down one more page. Yeah. The problem is most people don't know how to do it. My intention in writing this book is to give you the tools to look within and discover the untapped fountain of wellness and vitality that we all possess. A highly successful businessman once shared with me that learning how to tune into his body and allow and follow its guidance not only healed his painful back and knees but helped him make winning business decisions. Wow. Not only he healed his painful back and knees, but helped him make winning business decisions. In fact, after attending some of my seminars, his income tripled because of his newly enhanced intuitive business acumen. Discovering your inner wisdom and tuning in into yourself is not something you do a few times in a year. It is a way of life. Once you begin to feel the amazing benefits, expand your awareness, and experience the power of self-healing, you will never want to turn back. Very well said. How it all began. As I was growing up, if someone had told me I would discover powerful healing techniques, create a new healing modality, and share it on a television, in workshops, and in books, I would have thought they were crazy. My dream was to become an actress and an author. I studied acting, appeared in plays while still at school, and then studied professional writing and editing in college. I never imagined that one day I would travel internationally, empowering people to transform their lives by renewing their health and vitality. Wow. That is how she studied writing and editing.
Yeah.
However, maybe it is not surprising, as health has been a reoccurring theme in my life since childhood. I was born in Minsk, the capital of Belarus, which was affected by the Chernobyl disaster. 2 years after the nuclear reactor contaminated the area, doctors informed my parents.
Is it my problem or others' problem? Where are we?
We cannot hear. We cannot hear.
No, I've been muted. Yeah. Let's continue.
No, screen is gone, sir. You were out of this meeting.
Oh, I was the one who was thrown out. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's continue.
However, maybe it is not so surprising. Okay, here I finished this. Newly settled in Australia, my family had the challenge of starting a new life from scratch. Learning a foreign language, adjusting to a different culture, and finding a way to survive. This difficult period had a considerable effect on my health. I became nervous and I found it hard. Let's go down one more page.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I found it hard learning a foreign language. I found it hard to express myself at school and at home. I frequently experienced severe stomach pains, skin problems, anxiety, and occasional panic attacks. At that time, my parents and grandparents believed that only doctors knew how to heal medical issues, so I was sent to them regularly. My health continued to decline. At the age of 16, I began to suffer occasional but intense backaches, and a doctor referred me to a physical therapist. Despite some small initial relief, my back deteriorated to a point where my pain had become almost unbearable. At 18, I met my future husband Paul in an acting class. Paul introduced me to a wide range of therapies. I tried an array of holistic and medical practitioners, but nothing seemed to work. I would feel slightly better for a short time, but then the pain returned and got gradually worse each time. One more page, yeah. By age 20, I felt so bad that for weeks I was barely able to walk. Self-conscious, I tried to hide this from my friends and family. Only Paul and my mom knew the extent of my pain. At one point, I felt like I was living at my chiropractor's office. My confidence was pretty low. The turning point. I was in agony and my body felt and looked disfigured. I asked Paul to drive me to the chiropractor and I screamed the whole way. Every bump in the road felt like torture. Finally, I made it into the chiropractor's waiting room. He took one look at me and told me that my body was stuck. I started bewildered and murmured, I already know this. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. He said, go home. On the drive back, I was absolutely furious, and this somehow made the pain less agonizing. Oh, on the drive back, I was absolutely furious, and this made me the pain less agonizing. I have read that when a person is depressed and feels hopeless, anger can be beneficial to move them forward. I was experiencing something like that. In my mind, I was playing out various scenarios of not being able to walk or ending up in a wheelchair. Then a thought occurred to me. My health could not stay the same. It would either get worse or it would get better. The idea of enduring the pain for the rest of my life was unbearable. Later at home on my bed, as I contemplated my bleak future, I had an epiphany. In an incredible shift in consciousness, I realized I had always relied on others to heal me, thinking that they could somehow save me. The more I gave away my inner power, the worse I felt. See, the more I gave away my inner power, the worse I felt. The answer was clear. I needed to heal myself, but how? Sorry, but how? Discovering my ability to heal. I suddenly had a sense that my body was endowed with an incredible ability to heal. Before self-healing, however, I had to discover the purpose of my pain. Something was obviously not working, and my body was attempting to give me a message. Even though I was still in pain, I now felt I had a purpose. I didn't know exactly how to begin self-healing, but I was aware that a human being functions on different levels: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, energetic, and others. And I decided to explore all the aspects I could. First, I made a decision to become well. I was open to either feeling a bit better or being completely healthy. Either way, I felt this was better than focusing on being sick. I then decided that if I was to get insights from my body, I needed to connect to my emotions. I began to focus on my breath. I gave myself permission to feel my emotions and receive wisdom from them rather than resist and push them away. I
Just hold
realized
the line.
that in order
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute here. I needed to feel,
Sure.
right? Now,
Yeah,
what is the beginning of unified?
yes,
What is
I
the
needed to
beginning
feel.
of unified? Right? I gave
Yeah,
myself permission to feel my emotions and receive wisdom from them rather than resist and push them away. Right?
see, for that, first thing you need to accept that the healing power is inside you. Heal.
Perfect.
Okay, by
Perfect.
doing that, you give permission for the body, to the body and to the higher self to heal yourself on your own.
And what is Marisa Peer saying in her Dick?
Command,
Yeah, says I direct,
protect, and come.
instruct, command, commit, and code. Right?
Commit and core.
Yeah. So no, and code, COD. Because all these are
Code.
programs, right? All these are programs. Right? So all of them
Yeah,
take you through the central theme, which is I am the higher self, not the body.
correct.
Beautiful.
See, this is basically you are going away from egoic identity
Yeah.
and uniting towards higher self.
Exactly. Beautiful. Let's
choosing your way to live,
Exactly. And also
perspective
recognizing
change.
that you are the higher self, not the lower self.
Yeah, yeah.
See, without telling anybody, without saying anything, she herself found out that she started she began to focus on her breath. And then she started giving but just because of the doctor said you go home, and she got upset and started doing
Got
all
pissed
this.
off.
That is the
That's her
trigger.
plan.
That is the
That's her
trigger point.
plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. let's
So
continue.
that
It
means that,
occurred to me.
yeah, she gave to that point, she came to at that point that she has to do something on her own. It also occurred to me to place my hands on my back. At the time, I did this to give my body some support. Later, I realized that by touching my back, I was focusing my mind and energy towards healing that area.
Hmm.
Means wherever she is putting her focus, she is giving that area the healing power. In other words, the intention of healing that began in my brain was now moving through my spinal cord and nervous system into my lower back.
Hmm.
So that intention of healing, he started healing throughout her spinal
She is experiencing the pathway and the movement
from
of
top.
energy. The pathway and the movement of energy, utilizing the 5 elements of nature, which is sense.
Correct.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's continue.
By putting her intention, that means that all are coming together and giving energy.
Correct.
I began to feel that my body was finally cooperating. I could feel it soften and relax. The stuckness that the chiropractor mentioned began to dissipate. But even though I was starting to feel better from time to time, doubts would still creep in, annoying thoughts like it is not going to work, so don't bother, or nothing worked before. So, what makes you think this will? I decided the best thing I could do was focus my mind and make it busy by counting backward from 30.
Yeah, just wait, ma'am. Here, one interesting observation for all of us
Yeah.
is, right? From Unified, what are we learning? That practice whenever you are free,
Yeah.
right? If it's not going to work, so don't bother. This is also what you create, not in creation as God, but as a human being. I think one of the chapters we have that. I think, Kirti, it is chapter 6 only, right?
It's about forgiving with
No,
love.
no. You,
60
instead
is
of
what?
creating as the creator empowered you, you are creating as though you are thinking that you are the God. You are replacing God with your body mind.
Is this empowering heart with the all-knowing intelligence?
I think so.
And there's part 2 then. Enlightening heart.
Yeah, no, because there become two paths, right? Two creations. One
Mm,
as God created,
mm,
you as God and you as yourself. There are two creations that we undergo.
okay.
To the God and
Oh,
the natural laws. Is that what you're
I,
talking about?
No.
God,
There is one chapter in which we went against by thinking that we are the God and we created problem. We thought what we were doing, what God can do, we can
Oh,
also.
to err is a human.
Ah,
That sentence.
yes,
But you are not what it is that you're
correct.
thinking. You have to act from being human. You have to act by learning, gaining the knowledge.
Correct.
It is in part 2. I think so.
Then part 1 ka hai.
No. Part 1 only in chapter
6 or
4.
7, that's what I recollect.
No, not 6, sir. Not this chapter. Probably just 4 or 5, something.
हाँ, वहां पे actually there is very clearly written, one para is creation as God and creator as you, what you created.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
because see, the thing is, he says that if you ugly, beauty,
Correct.
our,
Yeah, that
See,
whole book has everywhere everything.
Correct.
This
see,
repeats in phase 2 in some chapters too.
Yeah,
yeah. He also repeated in some of the other chapters, correct?
correct.
Mm. And when you said like her body is becoming soft, she became herself soft, but soft in nature, not in the body as well. So
Correct.
chapter 6 represents that only, that aspect, the gentleness. Today I was getting that
So you
insight.
have got a outside view of the inside subject that you have to speak tomorrow.
Not only books, sir, whatever songs I'm listening on the radio, I'm getting inside subject of those also. I'm
Yeah.
feeling like, am I going crazy or what?
Like attracts like. Yeah.
Amazing.
You
Okay,
have
this
started attracting, so I can start relaxing. I was attracting a lot of books. Right? You are attracting more than books. Yeah.
so whenever so that means whenever the negative thought comes, I decide the best thing I could do was focus my mind and make it busy by counting backward from 30.
Correct.
This soothed my mind. Okay, this soothed my mind, and I realized that I did not have to make this healing happen. I needed to allow it to flow. See, that is it. I needed to allow it to flow. I had heard about divine intelligence, but could not really comprehend what it meant. I knew that my body was intelligent, as it knew how to make my body flow, my hair grow, and my heart beat without me consciously doing anything. I decided to ask that if there was a thing such as divine healing intelligence, I wanted this intelligence to help me. Within moments, I felt a connection to an incredible healing energy. It was like a warm, shimmering sun that was melting all the rigidity and pain in my back. Wow. So she was asking the divine healing intelligence to help her out. When I turned my attention towards my spine, I saw the image of a disfigured back. Many vertebrae looked out of place and inflamed. Shocked, I thought, I don't like this dream. Then it hit me. I was not dreaming. I was looking at an image of my own back. Oh my God, she could see her own back. Amazing. After my initial shock, I began wondering how my back I could get to the condition it was in. So I began wondering how my back could get to to the condition it was in. So I asked the question, what are the thoughts, emotions, and experiences that contributed to this condition? I then waited while taking slow, deep breaths. Almost instantly, intense emotion of the fear, frustration, anger, guilt, and shame began to surface. I kept breathing and feeling them even when the emotions became extremely intense. I allowed myself to feel the intensity, repeating to myself, I am willing to let these feelings go.
Correcting
Waves of
thoughts of unified.
Yeah. See, Vinay, the way we are being guided, I don't know how many are able to see.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
And I am
yeah,
actually
yeah.
experiencing that guidance.
No, yes. See, the same, all these negative, like fear, frustration, anger, guilt, and shame began to surface. See, once they come out, and then we had to let them go.
Yeah.
Then she said, I'm willing to let these feelings go. Waves of emotion moved through my system. As I released them, I felt a calmness and connection to an incredible healing energy, and I received an insight or a memory related to each emotion. The more I released, the more divine spiritual love I felt. In my mind's eye, I could see dense energy releasing from my body like puffs of smoke. I then fell into a deep and restful sleep. Wow. The more I released, the more divine spiritual love I felt. In my mind's eye, I could see dense energy releasing from my body like puffs of smoke. I then fell into a deep, restful sleep. The next morning, most of my pain was gone. I was so excited. I decided to experiment with this healing as much as I could. Within 3 weeks, the physical suffering had completely gone. At a checkup 6 months later, my amazed chiropractor said, whatever you are doing, keep doing,
Keep doing because
keep doing it because it works. After my back pain had released, I successfully worked on healing my skin, digestive problems, and anxiety. Wow.
right.
Amazing.
Is this part? Yeah, I think we should. We can spend another 15 minutes.
I can. It's very interesting.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yeah, it is.
This is
Actually,
Helping
it is why we are reading. This is my current situation. Suddenly, my neck is hurting out of nowhere. Horrible pain. Now I think I need to do this. That is why we are reading it.
maybe.
helping others heal. People began to ask me to help them heal. Though I had healed myself, I was skeptical about my ability to help others. I noticed that after practicing tuning into my body, my ability to tune into others' bodies and energy system increased dramatically. Sometimes, without even asking, I would receive amazing, unexpected, and what I felt to be divine information, which was consistently confirmed when I shared it with others. Wow. So by giving it, helping others, more and more she's giving. Initially, I tried to help my family. My mom was the most supportive of my newly discovered abilities. She told me that she believed in me completely and that healing was the path I needed it to take. My dad was skeptical, but because he loves me deeply, he offered his support. My grandparents told me that my new career was one they had never heard of. My husband Paul was incredibly supportive and offered me some very sound advice. I should never make things up and I should be sure that what I was saying was real and helpful to the people I was working with. He also said, unless it works, don't do it. And I have stuck to that. I continue to learn from the people I work with and I pay close attention to what works best for them. I don't get stuck in habits or cling to ideas or techniques that are no longer relevant. One day, not long after I healed myself, my mom called and asked me to do a distance healing on my father, who had injured his leg at work. I turned my attention to him, and by turning in this way, he saw he had badly bruised his leg. I was shown that he had, in fact, injured his leg on a boat. I told my mother, but she insisted that the accident had occurred at work. When I called my dad, however, he confirmed what I had seen. His leg healed very quickly. Wow, she also saw distantly.
Hmm.
I understand now that the distance is no barrier to healing. This has allowed me to engage in healing work with people from around the world, tuning in to the mental, emotional, physical, and energetic causes of their disorders and life challenges. I realize that I am helping people connect to their own divine intelligence, an intelligence which enable them to heal.
Okay.
Not
Hold
lack
the
of,
line. Ma'am, just hold the line. We have one
yeah.
gentleman who joins us very, very intermittently. His name is Raghu Ramalingam,
Oh, yes, yes,
right?
yeah. From
He is a
Brahma.
fantastic Reiki and distance healer.
Oh,
He's a fantastic. All he will say is, give me your place of birth, your time of birth. And he will not go into astrology. He uses astrology and combination of energies to heal you.
wow.
And he has healed so many people. And
But,
if
like,
his healing energies are not experienced by him, that means that energy is coming back to him. He even says, I don't think that you have a solution.
but, but healing is not good, right? Like, so how does
I
it
mean,
work out
he
in that?
practices. He has been practicing for the last 35 years. If it is part of your purpose of life, you can't do anything about it but follow.
See, one thing, see, when you are helping others to get their intelligence, the divine intelligence back, and that really, it's a good thing, isn't it?
No, it is good, but what happens is if we are not really experienced and we do not have the control that
Yes.
we are expected to have, our emotions, etc., will go as the energies to the other person.
Correct, correct. And also he is like,
Yeah. And he is
Initiate.
actually he's the president of one of the Reiki associations in India.
Wow.
No, he is a different material altogether.
Wow.
So are you saying like if a person can, if he, heals with a detachment mode, then that will be okay to heal other people?
Actually, it is not okay to heal, but under extraneous circumstances, you may not have an option but to undergo that.
Hmm.
You will not see. Generally, the advice is, even Patriji says this, you are supposed to empower the other person to heal themselves.
Yeah.
Right? That is what she also, the Ina also, that's what she says. Yeah, let's go
Right.
ahead.
Not long after my father's healing experience, a friend came to visit. As she was talking, an image of a cartoon like liver appeared above her head. At first, I thought I must be going crazy and started closing and opening my eyes, waiting for the image to vanish. The image remained. I asked if she had a problem with her liver, and she replied that she had a liver problem for most of her life. Wow. I then saw an image of her grandfather in a concentration camp and was informed that he had had a similar problem. I relayed to my friend many more personal details about her health and her grandfather that she did not know. A few days later, she called to tell me her mother had confirmed all the details I had given about her grandfather. She has since told me that everything I shared with her about her health that day was later confirmed by medical tests and other health practitioners. Over the next few months, I experimented with everyone who was willing, and the results astounded me. I gained confidence in the value of the healing work I was doing. At every available moment, I studied different healing methods and discovered how to use my abilities more effectively. I also began to interview and learn from best selling authors in the area of spirituality, health, and human potential. My articles were published in newspapers and magazines around the world. However, I decided that the most empowering thing I could do was teach people to heal themselves. Thus, my deepest, most beneficial learning has come from the clients in my private practice and from those who have participated in my workshops. The information in this book comes from my years of studying the human body, working with the clients one on one, and teaching workshops around the world. Every client has contributed to my understanding of the messages each part of the body has to give us and how we can use this information for self healing. Someone once asked me what kind of book I had written. I thought for a moment and replied, I have written a book I would like to use. I have used the information in this book as resources many, many times to demonstrate and explain how our thoughts and emotions affect our bodies. The hope you use the secret language of your body regularly to assist you in your own self healing. Healing and spirituality, or how to use this book.
I think that this is theory. We'll go into this part.
Yeah. How to use this book. This book is a reference guide that can help you to understand how your feelings, experiences, energy, and thoughts influence your physical, mental, and emotional health. It may be cross-referenced several different ways depending on how you want to focus on a condition or remedy. If you are not well, look upon your condition or the part or system of the body where you are experiencing difficulties in order to gain an understanding of the thoughts and emotions involved. Here are some ways the information may be accessed. By ailment. In part 2, look for your condition in the alphabetized list. When you are reading about the disease, Be aware of the emotions you are connecting to. Then turn to part 3, the section on emotions, and do the relevant process. So basically, she has given in part 2 the different parts of the disease and then the body parts
Look at
disease.
this. Look at this. When you are reading about
Yeah.
the disease,
Be aware of the
be
emotion.
aware of the emotions you are connecting to. That means you are reliving those, revising, right? Then
Correct.
turn to part 3, the section on emotions, and do the relevant process.
Wow.
Amazing,
Very
right?
well.
Yeah. Let's go by the next one.
Yeah, you yourself can connect to. By body part, every ailment will be stored in a part of your body. Look in part 1 to read about the relevant body part and then do the process described. You will also find information on related emotions which you can further study by turning to part 3. Yeah.
So what she is
By
suggesting
color,
is,
in part,
I've done a little bit of reading. What she says is every item in your body stores its own form of energy, which is an emotion and experience.
so you need to release it
Correct.
to
And
get back.
as Dr. Deepak Chopra says, they are spread all across. You build them up to create the experience. You bring them together. So here what we have to do, we have to bring them together and experience it diffusing out. Depending upon the meaning that you assign to a color, let that color be the theme which is exiting your body. Yeah, let's continue.
Wow.
Sir, if you
By
remember,
color.
Dolores Cannon, her daughter also,
Huh.
how she visualized the part which was hurting her, she visualized
How
as
is she? Yeah,
colors of light going out from her.
yeah.
Correct. I think that is when he was undergoing the acupuncture in London, England.
Ah.
Isn't it?
No, not that. It's her on her
No,
own.
how she
She was
heals herself. And
herself.
yeah, I agree.
I think, okay. Yeah. She felt, okay. Yeah. Acupuncture, how it works, the energy. Okay, got it. Yeah. By color, in part 4, you can discover the qualities specific color contains, which may assist you in restoring your body to vibrant health. So that means, you can find out which color may assist you in restoring your body to vibrant health. You can also see how different colors affect you emotionally. Combine color healing with a process from the relevant body part or emotion sections. Oh. We can also combine color healing with a process from the relevant body part or emotion section. By body system, I have found that addressing different but related parts of the body creates powerful results. What is this? I have found that addressing different but related parts of the body creates powerful results. If you are not sure which parts of the body make up a system, familiarize yourself with part 5 of the book, The Secret Language of Your Body Systems. Then do the work on the parts of the body that are connected to that particular system, including the color visualizations. You may also decide to combine processes when the problem you are dealing with is in several parts of the body. For example, if you have a throat cold and you would like to release it, read about colds in part 2. Then go to the section on body parts in part 1 and do the process for the throat. You may also combine the throat process with the process for the lungs and the chest. If you relate to certain emotions, you may do the emotional release process. During the day, you may be busy at work and decide to simply use a color like orange. You may visualize orange moving into your chest or rub your hands together and then imagine that you have a ball of orange light in between your hands. Place your hands on your throat or lungs and breathe the orange light in, allowing it to regenerate these areas. Okay, so that orange color energy, it helps to
One of,
heal.
one of the other books you recently shared said that also has a whole chapter about color healing. I don't
Yes,
remember.
yes.
I was going through this morning,
Yes.
part of it, and don't remember the book name.
Remember that it is not enough to just read the process. You need to practice them several times to really gain the benefits. So that is important. Do it several times to need practice.
Yeah.
Important note. The healing exercises are not a replacement for a healthy diet, exercise plan, or appropriate health care, but they provide additional support to allow your body to become healthier, more vibrant, and more energetic. If you have a medical condition or a serious illness and are taking medications, please continue your treatment under medical supervision. Even if you are on a medication, you can still participate in your own healing by using the information and processes in this book. And you avail yourself of the treatments recommended by your healthcare providers. Practice the exercises in this book and work on tuning it into yourself so that you continue to strengthen your connection to the divine healing intelligence. As you feel that connection grow, let it take more of your attention. Ignore scary statistics and other dire
Information.
information that shakes your confidence in your healing power. Keep in mind that there is a reason people speak of healing miracles. Keep in mind that there is a reason people speak of healing miracles. Throughout history, people have found the key to their health, and some have accelerated their healing or changed the trajectory of illness in ways that have baffled the medical community. Healing can take time. However, so be patient with yourself and make sure you have all the support you need. Only reduce your medication under the supervision of a medical practitioner. How to work with physical problems.
Yeah. This
When
physical
I
problems, he actually gives you, he gives you a brief and then goes into every part of the body as you go into the first chapter. Do you want to do it? Are you okay to continue? There are 4 of these.
I don't know, depending upon how people feel on Eastern EST time.
People are free to leave whenever they want.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How to work with physical problems.
I'm fine, Andy. I'm fine.
Okay. Right.
When I was writing this book, I realized that no matter what disease, stress, condition, or illness you have, it is connected to a part of your body. Read the section on the different parts of your body and complete the remedy for healing. Do not underestimate the exercise just because they are simple. They have already worked for many people. If you would like to improve the effectiveness of a remedy, combine it with another organ or part of the body that is connected to it. For example, if you have a cold, then work on your lungs, throat, and chest. If you relate strongly to a feeling, then turn to the section on emotions and do one of the processes to help you release dense, stressful emotion, such as feeling overwhelmed. Another example would be if you have problems with your reproductive system, you would read the section on the system of your body to understand the lessons you need to learn. Then, let's go down. The page down.
We finished it.
Then work on the related organs and emotions. Or maybe if you have eye problems but have limited time to work on them, you may like to use color healing for the eyes. Indigo and purple are fantastic for healing any illnesses or weaknesses that affects the eyes. So indigo and purple, that means the Agnya Chakra colors, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agya and Sahasrara.
Sahasrara, correct. So, how to work with emotional problems. You may wake feeling stressed, depressed, or frustrated without experiencing any physical conditions. Go to the section on emotion in part 3 and do the process to relate that emotion. Remember, it is important to do this process slowly and to breathe deeply. Visualize taking the negative emotions out of your body. I have found that when people move their hands as they do this, it works even more powerfully. In my visionary intuitive healing workshops, I usually play a song which helps with releasing a particular emotion. Then I encourage people to move or shake their bodies to let go of that emotion, physically taking it out of their body with their hand and throwing it into an imaginary trash bin.
Like that, the video we watched.
Solfege, what? I think they have those frequencies. He spells it with S.
Which one?
I mean, for every emotion, there is a frequency. Somewhere I remember YouTube I have seen, but I never tried to pronounce that word, so I am not able to currently. Yeah. How to?
Sometimes, they are throwing it into some sun or heat,
No,
something like that.
not only that. Every element has a corresponding frequency, and that frequency can be played on a music instrument. There is one meditation associated with those frequencies.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Yes,
The
yes.
singing bowl?
No, it
Third
starts
frequency.
with S and there is a double F also in that spelling.
Oh, okay.
Folge or I don't know. I don't know. I'm only throwing words, but I need to go through that.
But I heard that there one person he did lot of work on the healing, different energy healing with using the sounds.
Yeah, music is very great healer.
Yeah.
Any kind of music in that case. And similar
Yes.
to this, I wanted to share one experience. Recently, one of the master from New Jersey, she takes 9 o'clock meditation. So joined in between. One day she was very sick and she was taking the meditation. I saw a big ball, energy ball on top of her, golden ball. She is guiding that light is entering, cleaning, and all. But what is happening is that ball in instead of entering into the body, it stood there only. But whatever the things from the body, like a vacuum, it's pulling up. Everything was
What happened? That
evaporating
means she
and
is
joining into
channeling
that.
that color. That color is getting channeled. See, this is known as SOLFEGGIO frequencies. Solfeggio frequencies healing. There are 9 frequencies associated with that.
Okay.
SOLFEGGIO.
I think the person's name probably who had discovered this.
Maybe.
So there is a first time I've seen like light is not entering in, but it's staying up. Everything else was just evaporating, pulling out from the body and merging with that light. Then later I figured out it's the healing,
No.
all the
See,
unwanted things
all
are
his
merging there.
parts of the body are radiating that. That is becoming the aura itself.
Oh,
But she's saying, Kirti is saying it is only staying at the top of her head, the
That
ball.
means she is already
yeah.
superfluous. She has already created
But
that.
the things from her body were going away and merging with that, sir.
Correct. So all those, she is either releasing them or she is already fully saturated with that experience.
Okay.
The entire body is vibrating at that frequency.
Okay.
Normally, Kirti, we see the aura color, either blue or gold color or white color around the body. I mean, around the.
Yeah. So she invited one light. Usually that's the what do you say, template or something. She uses that kind of meditation for everyone.
Like-
But that day she was sick, and she, as usual, how she invites light, she's inviting and she's just guiding through. I was there watching, sitting, one person sitting, and a huge, big light, his sphere of light on top of that person, and everything from her body is evaporating and merging with that light. The ball is not moving anywhere, it is above her head. So that is the vision I've seen. I was thinking why the light should enter and heal, right? Why it stood there and going? Then I understood it is sucking whatever is not needed.
It is like pulling out bad
Ah,
energy from
that's
body
what
system.
later on I understood. Oh, you were sick and this is the healing happening.
But that
Yes.
is also possible. See, it all depends. See, what is
Hmm.
your aura? From what you have learned in Thinking and Destiny, your aura is formed by the radiation of the particles in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Different bodies.
Yeah. So different layers of the body. That means every chakra is throwing out one color.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Now all chakras can have the same color when there is a problem. To some extent, it won't be 100% same. Its own basic fundamental frequency is the color. But then what about the harmonics around it? They will have their own varied frequencies, right? All those is probably pulling out.
Also, I read in RJ's.
In fact, if we read this small para on how to work with the color, you will understand what you are talking about, Kirti. It will give us more insight. Yeah.
Okay, how to work with color. Color healing is brilliant. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and it often works instantly. Color is also a vibration that you can actually feel it in your hand, and different colors have different effects on the body. Try this. Rub your hands together, making sure that you rub each finger. Then hold your hands in front of you, slightly apart. You should begin to feel some tingling sensations. Now visualize that you are holding a big ball of red energy. You might feel some heat in your hands. If you have problems visualizing, just think red. Red contains unlimited energy, vitality, and power. Identify where your body feels tired and weak, then place your hands above that part of your body and breathe in red. Do this as if you are trying to drink it into your body. Now, allow this red to expand in your body while taking slow, deep breaths. You should quickly feel revitalized. You can also move your hands around your body, making the red move throughout your whole body. Note, do not focus on the color red if the area is inflamed or if you have a headache. Oh, it gets probably more. That
No, it will get
energy
active.
gives.
No, this is power. Red color is associated with Mars.
No, and in case if you have an inflamed area or a headache, she says not to do this.
Correct. Because you will inflame it further.
Furthermore, yes.
Yeah, because
Now,
the other color book chapter in the book you shared with that, red has the associated with the heat, and
Correct.
blue color has the cooling effect.
Red is fire,
Yeah, so
which is your
whenever like it,
is your Manipuraka chakra, right?
no, root chakra. Red
Root
is
chakra,
associated
but root chakra enhanced to the flame color. Flame color is your Manipuraka is that yellow, right?
yellow
Yellow.
chakra.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, try the same exercise with the color blue. Blue should feel very different in your hands. It is likely to feel lighter, cooler, and more expansive. Ask what of your body needs some blue and breathe blue into it as you hold your hands over that area. Blue is great for soothing your mind, creating peace, and working with your nervous system. Similarly, indigo is one of the best colors for pain relief. Just place your hands above the part of your body where you are feeling pain and breathe in the indigo color. Allow it to move through your body to dissolve any pain and density. So the indigo color blue.
Hmm.
After leading an event in London, a woman came up to me beaming with excitement after we had done the color healing exercise. Almost out of breath with enthusiasm, she showed me her hands. Look, she exclaimed. I just started at her while she wiggled her
Stared
fingers
at
in
her.
front of.
I just stared
Oh,
at.
I just stared at her while she wiggled her fingers in front of me wildly. Seeing my confusion, her friend explained that Lucy had suffered from arthritis and had not been able to move her fingers for 2 years. Oh my God. Recovering her composure, Lucy told me that after rubbing her hands and imagining the red light, her fingers became really hot to the point of pain. She breathed very slowly to avoid making a sound. Then, while working with the color
Blue.
blue, she felt her fingers cool. Within a minute, her hands were relaxed, and for the first time in years, she was able to move them freely. Oh my God. So that means all that it is released slowly, that cool down. When you read about a particular color, experiment with it by rubbing your hands together, visualizing the color, feeling it, and directing it into a part of your body. Wow.
Amazing, right?
Amazing.
But it all takes believing too, sir. To
Yeah.
strongly believe that it's
Correct.
working.
Correct.
Yeah. I
See, these
have
are all
to share my own experience. Like I've been having this gut problem quite many years.
Hmm.
So even with the, doing meditation, it didn't really work out to the great extent. So I think like a couple of months ago, like I was listening to in some other, the group discussions. Somebody was sharing like how to talk to, the affected body part at a cellular level. So I experimented with my gut, and now I'm seeing the positive result.
very good.
Yeah.
So you used to have reading?
Yes, I talk to my gut, like, I appreciate it, gratitude versus, I forgive it because, in all these years, I was also like complaining because it wasn't, effectively working. So, like I'm sure, like, so now I treat that body part as if it is a human, like I'm treating, like, and I forgave that body part, and then I was, talking to him with a gratitude. So, and I even like, send my love energies, just like what we practice in the unified meditation. And now, like, took me like almost a month and a half to see the positive results.
Wow,
Very good.
amazing. You should share this, Ratnagaru.
I'm sharing
A
now.
lot of people. No, I mean, to much larger audience, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Is that master's
I
name?
wanted to wait and see whether, to completely, because I use also homeo medication. So I just want to see if I like if I'm out of that medication and continue this. So then it's like a full-fledged version of the experience, right? So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
take your
okay.
time.
Whether you are doing that or not, you can share it as an experience to encourage others to start their journey.
Ah,
yes.
that it takes this amount of time as well.
Correct.
Yes.
Some people want healing yesterday. They will start today, but they want it yesterday. Those things won't work. Yeah, how to work with body system. And then we will stop.
Okay, how to work with body systems. The systems of your body give you an insight into all the organs, glands, and other parts that make up a particular area. Since everything in the body is interconnected, it is useful to work with different parts of the body together. For example, let us say you have a problem with your hormones. Go to part 5, look up the endocrine system, and you will see that this system consists of the hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, and adrenal glands, ovaries, testes, and pancreas. Depending on your particular condition, you would go to the body parts section of the book and work with some of the glands and organs described above. I have also included the causes of system breakdown and the wisdom each body system offers. So depending upon what organs this related to this organ and system and the body part.
Correct. Amazing, ma'am. I think today's session is paving the way for the next book also.
Yeah.